All right, another music theory lesson. Introduction to scales. We've already learned that what it means to play in key, and we've built progressions built on the key of C and the key of G. So we've already learned that if you play in a certain key, that means whatever that key is, right? Whatever you're starting on, that's 1, okay? But what else changes? If you look at the key of G, you're going to see on the 7th interval an F sharp. Where did that F sharp come from? Well, we can build a major scale, and that's the scale that we use in Western music. And if you listen to basic Western music, not Indian music or Chinese music or anything of that nature, you get what's known as, everything's based off of what's known as the major scale, because that's what sounds good to everybody. That's what sounds good. So there's a formula to this major scale. We can start at any root or any tonic, and we apply this formula, and we get the notes that are in that key. And then on top of each of those notes, we build chords using the other notes that are in that key, just like we learned before, using the root, third, and fifth of each one. So if we start on G, we're going to apply our formula. And our formula is whole, whole, half. Whole, 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 half. Whole step means 2 frets, and a half step means 1 fret. So here's G. Whole step to A. Whole step to B. Half step to C, because remember there's no note in between B and C. Whole step to D. Whole step to E. Now we're on E, and we need a whole step to complete our formula. But we know there's no note in between E and F. So if here's E, we need a whole step. This would be F, F sharp. That's where the F sharp comes from. And now we need a half step to arrive back at our tonic G, and we have it between F sharp and G. So that's what makes the key of G the key of G. You apply the formula, whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half, starting on G, and you get an F sharp in there. So the key of G literally means you have an F sharp. That's what it means. So how about D? Let's start on D. Here's a D. Same formula. Whole. It's an E. Whole. Oh, what's that? That's an F sharp. Because we were on E. Again, we needed a whole step, F, F sharp. So we know the key of D has an F sharp in it. So we need a half. G. Whole to A. Whole to B. We need another whole. But we know there's no note between B and C, so again, this is C sharp, and then we need a half step to D. So the key of D means you have an F sharp and a C sharp in your scale. Now, what I have up here are the additional keys of A and E, which are 3 sharps and 4 sharps, respectively. Let's do A. So with A, whole step to B, whole step to C sharp, half step to D, whole step to E, whole step to F sharp, whole step to now G sharp, and then A. So A has an F, C, and a G sharp. Now E, whole step to F sharp, whole step to G sharp, A, half step, whole step to B, whole step to C sharp. Now we need another whole step, and that's D sharp to E. So the key of E has F, C, G, and D sharp in its key signature. So what I would like you to do is I would like you to post a video showing you playing the major scale up 1 string, exactly what I just did in the keys of C, G, D, A, and E. So you're going from no accidentals up to 4 sharps, which are the 5 most common keys in regular music. So you should be able to figure out a major scale from any key, from any tonic. You can start anywhere, and without even thinking about the names of the notes, you can just go whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. That's a major scale. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half.